Everyone, as we know, today the KEA has announced the answer key for the KSET 2024 exam for other subjects. In the previous yesterday, they have announced the answer key for some of the subjects. So today, the remaining subjects, as they have informed, they have announced the answer key for the remaining subjects. So let us do the analysis or the verification for the answer key for the physical science subject, as I have the question paper. So here first you have to go to the website and you can download the key answer for physical science, and you can check or verify how many questions you have attempted correct. Okay, let us discuss today the physical science paper with key answers in detail, and if you have any query you can submit here. You can raise the question that you want to verify. Okay, here is the link they have provided. So let us discuss about the physical science paper in detail about today. In the previous video I have explained a few of the questions. So today completely I am going to do the analysis for physical science paper. So here is the key answer for the physical science as they have informed today on the uploaded on the website. Okay. So you can download this answer key. Then here as I have the question paper B1 code, version code B1, so I am going to verify the answer key for this question paper. Okay, here is the B1. So let us verify here, and I also solve some of the questions. So the first question for version code B1. Okay, for physical science subject. So here I have already discussed the question number 1. Okay, the option 2 is correct. Let us discuss here in detail about that. As we know the Poisson bracket, for the given question they have asked to find which is equivalent to the given equation a comma b c minus a comma b comma c. So here is the standard equation for the Poisson bracket. Okay, that must the sum of these three equations is equal to 0. But they have given these two equations. If you write the inverse of these a b c, then you will get minus sign here. Okay, that must be equal to from the given option which one is correct. So here they have given the option second one a comma b comma c. Okay, that may be the third bit here. Okay, we can write it as minus a comma b comma c. Okay, this is clear. B comma c comma a, we can write it as minus c comma a comma b. Okay, so here from the given equation, that if we equal to c comma a comma b, if you bring it to the LHS side, you can write the minus sign here. Then if you reverse this minus sign, you will get the second option B comma CA and the third option C comma A comma B. So which will give sum of these equations according to Poisson bracket, which is equal to 0. Then the second option is correct one. Okay. Then phase velocity in plasma is related to the plasma frequency omega p and the acoustic velocity Vs as. This is the option 2 according to the given key answer. So as I have informed, some of the students were telling that the question answer keys are different for different answers they have given for some of the questions. So if you have any doubts, you can raise the queries and submit your doubts by paying the fee. So the second option for this question is option 2. Vp phase velocity is related to the plasma frequency and acoustic velocity by equation 2 as the answer key they have given. The total power radiated by charge q moving with acceleration a is proportional to. So the third one is equation answer they have given option 1. As I have from this theory, the Poynting vector which is given by this equation, if we integrate this Poynting vector, we will get the total power radiated by the point charge which is given by this equation. So here P is directly proportional to charge and area, but according to the given answer key, option 1 they have given. So option 2 which is directly proportional to the power radiated, but let us see the final answer key what they are going to provide. Consider a rectangular waveguide with A equal to 3.1 cm and B equal to 1.6 cm. What is the cutoff frequency for TE transverse electric mode 10 in the waveguide? For this they have given the option 2 as the correct answer. 3.0 into 10 to the power 10 hertz. So here electric and magnetic field are given by the vectors in the inertial frame. Then magnitude of the electric field in an inertial frame where the magnetic field is 0 is given by. Fifth one, option 2 is correct according to the given answer key. The value of G factor and total energy, total magnetic momentum of the state are, however the G factor is 2 for this given state. The magnetic field as I have verified root 2 MB, but from the given option they have given as 2 comma 1 by root 2 B. Correct answer. According to first Born approximation, the elastic scattering amplitude U of R from the given equation where U naught and alpha are constant for maximum transfer Q and alpha tends to 0 is proportional to option 3 Q to the power minus 1. In the WKB approximation, energy is greater than V as potential V is constant. The particle wave function will take the form. Eighth one is option 2 psi of x a dot e to the power minus ikx. For a spin half particle, let upward and downward denote spin up and spin down states respectively. So the ninth one for the question option 3 is correct. S equal to 0 for A, expectation value A, and S equal to 1 for B. What is the total number of independent solutions to direct equation? As I discussed earlier, there are 4 independent solutions. So, variation of magnetic susceptibility as a function of T for a substance is shown below. The substance is most likely anti-ferromagnetic. This diagram shows the variation of magnetic susceptibility with temperature for anti-ferromagnetic material. Why? Because the answer I have given, if you see the diagram of susceptibility versus temperature, antiferromagnetic is like this curve, increases and reaches maximum and decreases. For para, it is like this, and ferro, the variation is like this. And here we will come across the Neal temperature, Neal point, and this is the critical temperature. Okay, magnetic susceptibility increases as temperature increases below this Neal temperature. We can also observe in this diagram. This is what we call the Neal temperature. Below that it increases, and at Neal temperature it has the maximum value, and then it decreases. That shows that this is for antiferromagnetic. According to Einstein equation for translational Brownian motion, the mean square of the displacement of Brownian particle during a time interval tau is actually Einstein equation of Brownian motion is given by this equation, d equal to root kBt by 6 pi r. From the given equation, we can see that it is proportional to time interval. Okay, then proportional to temperature, proportional to viscosity, but it is inversely proportional, and option inversely proportional to the particle radius. So these 3 are correct, but it is inversely proportional to viscosity, not directly. So here first option is correct, A, B, D. Which of the following statements are correct regarding phase transition? Actually, if you read, phase transition takes place under isobaric isothermal conditions is correct. In the first order phase transition, volume entropy remains constant, but actually volume and entropy are not constant. In the second order phase transition, Gibbs function remains constant. Both are correct, but from the answer key they have given option 4, but the correct answer is 1 and 3. You must again verify that because volume and entropy changes in first order phase transition. Which one of the following statement about Bose-Einstein condensation of gas is false? So as I have given in the previous video, option 3 depends upon volume, nothing but number of particles. But here from the answer key they have given option 2. Pressure in a Bose-Einstein condensation gas depends upon the number of particles of the gas. You must also verify it. Signal amplitude modulated to depth of 100% by a sinusoidal power is actually this is the correct option, 3 by 2 times the power of unmodulated carrier. The answer key they have given the 15. That's the first option. Same as the power of unmodulated carrier. For this question, y equal to ax square plus b 10x reduced to linear form. This also the option 2 is correct as per my knowledge from the previous study. So here they have given option 3. in the key answer. Next one, in semiconductor strain gauge, when a tensile strain is applied, this is option 2. Resistance increases in P type of materials. In PID, option 1, integral I stands for, as PID is proportional integral derivative. Okay. Next one, Fourier transform of a voltage signal. This one is actually, in the previous video I have told volt per second, but volt second is the volt is correct unit. Nucleus of a certain element has odd number of proton and odd number of neutron. Then its nuclear spin quantum number would be. From the given option they have given integral answer key, so I have said it half integral, so please verify this question. Next one, due to application of a moderate magnetic field, the sodium D1 line due to transition from P to S splits up into 4 components from the key answer. 21. Intensity of pure rotational lines in the spectra of a diatomic molecule followed by Boltzmann distribution. So in which one of the following molecule pure rotational spectra is not allowed? However, it is allowed in HF and NO. So H, 1H and 2H may be possible. So fourth one not allowed. In separation between J equal to 3 and J equal to 9 transition in the far IR spectrum of carbon oxygen molecule is 23.15, then the rotational constant of the molecule 24, option 2, 1.93 per centimeter. Frank Condon principle accounts for 25th, option 3, intensity variation in the vibrational lines in electronic band spectrum of molecule. Light emission from ordinary optical source is incoherent because emission is predominantly spontaneous. From the given key answer. So please verify this also. Next one, rate of emission by spontaneous transition from state 1 to state 1 in an atom system depends upon population of the state 2, number of atoms in the state 2. Upper level in helium neon laser emitting 6328 angstrom line arises from the electron configuration of. As we know, energy level diagram for helium neon laser is the 4 level diagram. So here only for neon atom if we take, we will come across in the excited state 3s and 2s. For 6328 if we consider, that is related to 2p 3p configuration, 2p5 3p5 from the given option. Third one, 28 2p5 5s1. So this one also verify again whether it is correct or not. Okay. Gain curve of a resonant cavity has a bandwidth of about 1250 megahertz. Longitudinal mode are separated by 250 megahertz. How many modes of oscillation that the resonant cavity supports? 29th, 4th one, 5. An element crystallized into FCC 208 gram of the substance contains 4.28 into 10 to the power 24 atom. If the density is, then the length A of the unit cell is. So here I have solved number of atoms per unit cell FCC is 4. The given data D they have given, and you can convert into gram per centimeter cube. Number of atoms is given by 4.2 into 10 to the power 24 atom. So number of poles is equal to number of atoms by Avogadro number. Mass divided by molar mass. If we take, you can calculate capital M here. Substitute above value of M in D. Okay, D we can write it as the equation. Then once you write the formula for D, you require to calculate here A, lattice parameter. So by substituting values, you will get the value of A as nearly 0.3 angstrom. Okay, option here 3 angstrom, the option they have given is the correct. X-ray of unknown value, here I should write the point 3 angstrom. X-ray of unknown wavelength are diffracted from an iron sample. First peak is observed for 110 plane at 2D 44.7. If the lattice parameter of BCC iron is 2.87 angstrom, then the wavelength of X-ray used is. So here also I have solved this one. Crystalline BCC, that is given plane 110. Theta value we can calculate here 22.35. Lattice parameter value 2.87 angstrom. And then lambda you need to calculate here. First you should calculate the interplanar spacing and use the Bragg's equation. Lambda equal to 2d sin theta, you will get the wavelength, that is 1.54 angstrom. So 31 actually option 3 is correct, but 31 they have given option 4. So this also you should raise the query. Next one, 32. In a cubic system with cell edge A, two photons with wave vectors q1 q2 collide and produce a third proton with a wave vector q3 such that q1 plus q2 plus q2 equal to q3 plus r, where r is the lattice vector. Such collision process will lead to 32. Option actually finite thermal resistance is the correct option, but they have given the option 3, an infinite thermal resistance 32. So first one may be the correct. Relaxation time mean free path second of the, you can verify this also. Conduction electrons is actually it is proportional to 10 to the power minus 4. From the given option it is 3.98 10 to the power minus 50. For a free electron gas in 2-dimension, variation of the density of states n as a function of E is in constant actually. Option 3 is correct, but in the key answer they have given 34. 2. This is actually the correct one. In a one-dimensional chronic penny model, total number of possible wave function is equal to number of unit cell. In a N-type semiconductor, Fermi level lies 0.4 electron volt below the conduction band. If the concentration of the donor atom is double the new position of the Fermi level. Here I have the solution for that. E2 Fermi level, you can calculate here, you will get minus 0.38. Okay, first one is the correct answer, but they have given 0.579 as the answer, but this one is the correct. London penetration depth for lead at 3K and 7.1 Kr respectively, 39.6 nanometer and 173 nanometer. Then 0 Kelvin the transition temperature and depth R. So if we use this equation to calculate the depth lambda, where lambda naught is the penetration depth, critical temperature Tc, they have given these two values. At T equal to 0 Kelvin we should find out. So however the depth is 39.6, we should check the critical temperature. From these two options correct. Okay, the spacing between this location in a tilt boundary FCC copper crystal when the angle of tilt is 10 degree. So 38, here is the calculation, sin theta by 2 is equal to b by 2d. D value spacing you need to calculate. You can calculate with the help of this formula, and if you substitute you will get 1.49 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter, that is 14.9 angstrom. 38, they have given the option 2, but the correct it is near to 14.75. For a given temperature, the order parameter is found by minimizing F, the free energy density, leads to. So 39, third one. At low temperature, S3 has local maximum free energy. So binding energy per nucleon of helium nucleus is 7 mega electron volt and deuteron is 1 mega electron volt. Then helium nucleus is more stable. Pick out the wrong statement. Charge dependent is the wrong statement. Nucleon-nucleon interaction resulting in the production of deuteron in the reaction P plus N. The isospin I and the third component of isospin deuteron is option 2. Is correct. Total angular momentum J and parity of the ground state oxygen nucleus. In the previous video I already explained 5 by 2 plus. Atomic ratio between uranium isotope and uranium-234 in a mineral sample is found to be 1.8 into 10 to the power 4 half-life of uranium they have given. We need to calculate half-life of 238. Here I have solved. So here is the relation for two nuclei. Lambda 1, lambda is the decay constant, N1 is the number of atoms. So lambda 1 N1 equal to lambda 2 N2, we have to equate these equations. Lambda is given by ln of 2 by half life. Okay, so if you substitute for uranium 238 and 234, you can modify and write it as the ratio of N1 by N2. Then half-life of 238 they have given. Okay, sorry, 234 they have given. Then ratio of n1 by n2 also they have given 1.8 into 10 to the power 4. So half-life of 238 we have to calculate. Substitute the values here. You can calculate here t half of 238. That you will get about 4.5 into 10 to the power 9 years. Option 3 is correct. The degeneracy of J states arising from 3p with spin orbit interaction 45. First one is correct. Consider a system of two protons separated by a fixed distance r0, rotating about an axis passing through its center of mass and normal to the plane containing the two particles. If I is the momentum of inertia of such a system, the energy level corresponding to orbital angular momentum L equal to 2 is given by 46 fourth one 3h cross square by I. According to standard model of particle, which one of the following is fundamental particle? That is muon. A particle of mass m decays from rest into three equal masses that fly away each with a speed of 0.8 c. What is the rest mass of particle? 49 1 by 5 m. Two proton system, the value of S1 S2 for spin singlet system 1 S0 is fourth one minus 3 by 4. Homogeneity of time leads to law of conservation of energy, that is dH by dt is equal to 0, where H is nothing but the energy, which if it is equal to 0 derivative, then H is constant, which is conserved. Greatest rate of increase of phi equal to xyz square at 0.012 is, so here I have solved phi equal to xyz square, the given point. If you take del psi, you will get this equation. Substitute the value of 0 1 comma 2, so these two are 0 and you will have 4i. That means option 4 is correct. The value of integral 1 divided by 2 pi I z, where m n are integers and c is this circle centered at the origin, is given by option 2 m minus n. 52. Real orthogonal 2 cross 2 matrix is given by which one of the following gives the A inverse? That is 53. Option 3 may be the correct one. What is the sum of the residue of the function? 54 2 minus sin IA, sin A by A. The value of counter integral, option 3 is correct if you solve this one. Pn of x denote a polynomial of degree n with real coefficients. Actually option 4 is correct. Option 1 also they are given. Verify this one. S denotes a closed surface enclosing a sphere of radius equal to 2. Let n be the unit normal vector to the surface of sphere at every point. The value of the given integral 3. A particle is moving in a central force field given by, where r is the unit vector away from the center of the field. Potential energy of the particle is so here I have solved that one. So here the potential energy is minus k r cube. Total energy is given by sum of the potential energy plus kinetic energy. So potential energy is equal to negative energy required to take particle from r to infinity. It is given by this equation. So if you integrate, you will get minus k by 2r square. So option 4 is correct, but they have given here 2. Lagrangian of a system is given by harmonic oscillator. Lagrangian of a particle moving in the plane under the influence of center potential is given by the option 1. So here is the solution 60. This is the given Lagrangian. By definition of generalized momentum, we have P t equal to dou L by dou Q dot. PR is equal to dou L by dou R dot. If we integrate with respect to differentiate with respect to R dot from the given Lagrangian, we will get M R dot. If we differentiate with respect to T dot, we will have M R square theta dot. So option 1 is correct. A heavy symmetry top is rotating about its own axis. I1, I2, I3 are the principal momentum of inertia respectively. Then 61 is the option 3. I1 equal to I2, I3 is not equal to I1 is not equal to I3. A particle is moving in an inverse square law force. If the total energy of the particle is positive, then trajectory of the particle is. So here is the equation to know the trajectory of the particle. So here energy is greater than 0, which implies epsilon must be greater than 1. Then the ratio L by K square is positive if epsilon is greater than 1. Then path of the particle is parabolic. Option 3 is correct. If a ball is dropped at one end of the tunnel drilled through the center of the earth, then the ball, what happens to that 63, executes oscillations about the center. Hamiltonian corresponding to the Lagrangian. Here is the solution. The given Lagrangian, and here momentum we can take it as dou L by dou x dot, that is given by 2ax dot. If we take momentum along y-axis, dou L by dou y dot and 2by dot. Then x dot is equal to px by 2a, y dot py by 2b. Hamiltonian is given by h equal to pr qj minus l. Or else we can write it in terms of px py. Then if you substitute the values here in this equation, you will get the total Hamiltonian, that is given by this equation. So option 3 is correct. 65. A spherical conductor of radius a carries a charge q and is enclosed in a linear dielectric material of susceptibility out to radius b. The energy of this configuration is. Option 4 is correct. A metal bar of mass m slides without friction on the two parallel conducting rails. You can read out, just I will mention here option 3 is correct. Which of the following statements are not true about electric force Fa and magnetic field Fm on the charge? If you solve this one, you will get option 2, B and C. So next one, when a light is incident normally on the air glass interface, what percentage of light is reflected? Here is the formula to calculate. They have given refractive index 1.5, air is 1. The reflection coefficient we can calculate with the help of this formula. If you substitute value of the refractive index of air and class, you will get here the ratio 1 divided by 25, nothing but 0.4 or 4%. So option 4th one is correct. If a plane wave of mixed polarization is incident on a plane interface between two media at the Brewster angle, then the reflected radiation is completely plane polarized with polarization vector perpendicular to plane of incidence. 70 can just read out the question. The option 4th is correct. A thin uniform donut carrying charge q and mass m rotates about the angular frequency omega and its gyromagnetic ratio. That is, if you calculate, you must get the answer q by 2m. A wave function psi of r of a particle in a 3D space. The physical dimension of MLT. Identify the correct statement. What are the value of A, B, C in this dimension we need to find. As we know here, the wave function probability of finding an electron is given by mod of psi of r square. Okay, within the volume. Then if we take the dimension, then we will get dimension of E equal to 1. So dimension of psi of r square, dimension of volume is nothing but L cube. Then L, you will get, once you simplify, you will get dimension of psi of r as L to the power minus 3 by 2, where MLT they have given. So A, it doesn't have the value of mass and time. So only it has the dimension of length 3 by 2. So option 3 is correct. The wave function of the particle moving in free space is given by 4 equal to this equation. The probability current density of the real part of the wave function is. So the probability current density is given by this equation. Real part of psi is equal to 0. Then the option 4th one is correct. Consider a quantum mechanical system with 3 linear operators which are related by this equation, where I is the unit operator. They have given the value of A, B, C we should calculate, that is equal to unit vector A, B minus C equal to I. Actually, if we substitute value of C equal to 0, then d by dx of x minus 0 equal to 1. 1 equal to 1 we can get, but in the key answer they have given option 4. So as I have solved this one, the 0, if we substitute a value of C equal to 0, then we can get the identity matrix. A particle is initially in its ground state in one-dimensional harmonic oscillator potential at t equal to 0. Perturbation V, x is turned on, the long duration particle will be found. Option 4, either in the first or in the third excited state. 76. An electron is prepared in spin state. In an experiment, x component of spin is measured. The probability of finding the value of h cross by 2 is 70. Option 2, 1 by 2, half. Eigenstate of total angular momentum are denoted by, here is the equation for the state. Expectation value is given by this equation. Then 77, if you calculate, you must get 2 root 2 by 3 h cross. The ground state energy of positronium approximately equal to minus 6.8 electron volt. Which one of the following represents Maxwell thermodynamic relation? They have given here option 2 from the answer key. You can verify whether 1 or 2 is correct. Helmholtz free energy is defined as U minus Ts. Absolute temperature of the perfect black body is increased to twice its value. The rate of emission energy per unit area. 81th. Energy is always proportional to 4th power of temperature. So, if we consider perfect black body and the normal body T1 by T2 to the power 4, you can take the ratio of temperatures. So, energy is 16 times of 16 times. Option 4 is correct. Number of ways two identical particles can be rearranged in two states according to Maxwell-Boltzmann, Bose-Einstein and Fermi direct statistics are given by. Here is the equation to calculate energy of the states. Here Gi they have given and number of states they have given 2. Here number of ways two identical particles can be arranged. Gi equal to 2, Ni equal to 2. For Max Boltzmann, Gi to the power Ni. We can calculate the states here. 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. For Bose-Einstein, that's it given by the equation here. If you substitute value of G and N, you will get 3. For Fermi direct, using this formula, if you substitute the values, you will get 1. So answer is 4, 3, 1. If F represents the number of degrees of freedom, P represents the number of phases, C represents the total number of components, then F is equal to, according to Gibbs phase rule, applies to non-relativistic multi-component heterogeneous system in thermodynamic equilibrium, which is given by P plus F equal to C plus 2. So F equal to C minus P plus 2. Option 4 is correct. For a second order phase transition, which one of the following is true? The fourth one, isothermal compressibility and specific heat behave anomalously at transition temperature. Electronic heat capacity of electron in metals is proportional to T. So you can read this question and the correct answer is 2, Vb plus or minus Va to the power minus 1 by 2. So for a certain JFET, current is given here 10 nanoampere and VGS is equal to 10 volt. The input resistance here is the formula. So input resistance you can calculate by taking the ratio here 10 volt by 10 nanoampere. You will get 10 to the power 9, that is equal to 1000 mega ohm. A certain op-amp has an open loop gain of 1 lakh and common mode gain 0.2 CMR. We have to calculate. The formula is given here. So if you do the calculation, you will get 5 lakh CMR. Common mode rejection ratio is the first option. The minimum number of NAND gates required to implement the function. If we simplify it, so we will get here a bracket 1 plus b bar c. If you again simplify it, you will get a plus ab bar. If you simplify 1 plus b bar, you will get that is equal to a. So a means 0 gates are required for this equation or the function. Option 3. Photodiode function as photoconductive device while working with reverse voltage. The power in a circuit is measured by measuring a current through a resistor. So if you can read this question, and option 2 is correct. Flip-flops are required to conduct mod 1024 ripple counter 10. General solution for the following equation. First one. Which of the following statement is false? If you observe among the four options, fourth one is a hyperbolic, homogeneous and linear. 94, 95. Using Rank-Kutta fourth order method, you can solve. You must get 1.1. The number of independent components of symmetric tensor Aij 6. Group of order less than 4 is greater than maybe not cyclic, but the option 1 is cyclic. Correct. Pick the correct statement. Third, 98. 98, they have given the first one. But also you can check this one. Consider the following canonical transformation. Only one they have opted. Hamiltonian canonical equation of motion in terms of Poisson. The first option is the correct. So this is the analysis of question paper with 3 answers. How much possible I have solved and explained the question answers here. If you have any doubts regarding any of the question, you can submit through the link provided on the website, because for few questions some doubts are there. So if you have doubts, then you can raise the queries in the given